All right, this is a question that I ask everybody because we always get, not always, but there's a lot of the exact same storylines in verticals. Different actors, but the same storyline. I want to widen that and find out what people love. So, my next question is if you could star in a vertical that you would class as the perfect storyline, what would it be?
Like a new storyline.
New storyline, whatever you want it to be, a perfect storyline for you.
I think the perfect storyline for me would be making it a musical for sure
Yeah.
in some way. And I think it would be about acting. I think it would be about this whole pursuit. I think it would be a vertical literally about the pursuit of being an actor in a vertical. I
That
I
is
think
cool.
I think it could be really interesting. Yeah, just the ups and downs and the taping and the crazy personalities and all the differences that you have to deal with. I mean, I think that's an authentic, fun, storyline for me. Absolutely. That would be, yeah,
I
in a
really
vertical.
like that. And it could be like people could watch this and learn how to do it as well.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now, if it was one that I think the platforms would be really interested in or something, then it would be
Hmm.
like, oh, I would love to see one that's like not sort of like a Harry Potter-ish sort of like thriller, kind of magical thing in that way that doesn't have like just the strong sexual focus, but something that
Yeah.
just has that fantasy element.
Yeah. I mean, I know that in some of the werewolf ones the CGI is not the best.
Yeah.
So if we could lean towards like a magical one that wasn't so big, like still the CGI, but ones that you could work in a little bit better and pull off more believable, then
Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's something to think about. Yeah, it's so many things to have to account to make it the easiest. And I understand that's why they kind of keep these same formulas because they just,
yeah.
they get a hotel, they make it work. But I think there's even storylines within those same spaces that we could make a little more interesting.
Mm. Well, John mentioned when I asked him this question a courtroom scene
Mm.
where you only literally need the courtroom as set and you could do it in any time period and it's about whether somebody's guilty or not. And I think you could do a lot with that one too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just did in the vertical that just released. I had a like a big courtroom crazy scene that you'll see in that, but it's always fun when
Okay.
you get to the courtroom.
Yeah, I'm
Mm.
interested to watch that one.
Yes, I'm even blanking on the title right now because they just changed it.
That's all
I think
right. When
we
you
talked
find
about
out,
it.
message me.
Yeah, we just don't even know. Like, yeah, 90% of the time, the title is not what we originally, signed up
Well,
for when
doesn't
we
it change per app sometimes too?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like I have a couple of them that are the same, footage and things, but they're different titles on different apps.
that's confusing. It can
Yeah.
get confusing.
And there's a couple that are very strange where I've seen it where the poster is like AI or something that isn't who we really are. And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
start playing it and it's our series. So it's like I don't know. There's all kinds of weird things out there.
I was seeing a lot of that when I was doing, you know how I did the edit for you where I put all your posters up.
Yeah.
I found that because I've been doing it for a few people, there are a lot of AI posters that aren't you guys. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, this is so frustrating. I mean, okay, like everybody loves ChatGPT. I understand that that's a good type of AI, but when it comes to AI photos, I don't like them myself.
No.
I mean, you see um, some people like they're not trying, they use AI, but they're not trying to pull off that it's an original photo. And
Yeah.
that I don't mind. But when
Yeah.
they're trying to pull off that it's an original photo, but it's
Yeah. And
AI.
I think it's harmful, like because
It is.
I it's also setting these unrealistic expectations of what actors are supposed to look like, every single vertical. And it's like, there's a certain point where it's like, how much farther does that go where none of us are even looking human?
Yeah.
it I do think it can be harmful to people watching, because I mean, yes, the fantasy aspect is great when people are watching these and they want that romance, but I do think there's a missed opportunity of people that want to feel like when they watch it that they know you, or that
Yeah.
that you feel approachable in some way. And I think some of that alienates the audience a little bit. It makes it feel like, oh, whoa, these like overly perfect supermodels that like I would never, be around. It's sort of, I think it can be harmful to people watching those, because it
Yeah.
separates them and makes them feel like they're less than in that way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Also with the it takes away from the photographers as well. They're
Absolutely.
out there doing their work, and a lot of photographers are amazing at what they do.
Ah,
Um, and they do some fantastic photos. But if it's AI, it takes away from them. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's scary, scary times.
It is. All right, I have one more question for you.
Okay.
If you could pick one role to relive purely for the fun of it, which would it be and why?
From anything.
Yeah.
I would love. Have you seen American Psycho?
No,
You don't know the character Patrick Bateman in that?
no,
Okay, well, then you won't get that reference then.
no.
Uh, yeah, I would say that he's just this really cool, really amazing villain that just has this really cool storyline. And I don't know. I would say that, but otherwise, something else I would do. I would say something like Notting Hill.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say something like that. Like Hugh Grant's role in that is, I think, really fun and charming and cool. And there's a lot of like quirky things you can do in there. And uh, I think I love the rom-com space, and
Mm.
you don't get to do all the time. So yeah, I would say that.
What is your favorite rom-com?
My favorite rom-com is 13 Going on 30.
Oh, I just watched that last night. I
Yeah.
love that
I,
one.
I think it's so cute and has such a good message in it too.
Yeah. I would pick While You Were Sleeping.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
good one
really
too.
enjoyed that one.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of good ones. I feel like I haven't seen as many great ones lately. I keep going back to like those classic.
Mm, the 80s, 90s
That
genre.
was,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I would love
Yeah.
to see more of that. I think comedy is so important these days, and people are hurting. The world has a lot of issues going on. I do think finding some
Mm.
comedy in your life is so important.
If I go to a comedy series, it has to be Big Bang Theory for me.
Yeah, well, that's a great
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt,
Oh,
and
I haven't seen that.
yeah, on Netflix, and then Schitt's Creek. I love that show.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
no,
what show was it? Young Royals. That wasn't comedic, but that was a fantastic TV series.
it was, yeah, and Heartstopper, has some of that
Love
rom-com.
Heartstopper.
Yeah, I think that they do a very good job about like, there's those dramatic moments, but making them very um sweet and
Yeah.
very like affectionate and approachable, and really makes you feel like you are that kid again that is
Mm.
experiencing those feelings for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, you go from season one where you're like, oh, this is like a nice, cheery, series until season three when you're like, oh, this got dark. Like it's still it touches on some really, really deep things, but they do it in like it's still impactful, but it's not over the top. It's still good for like all ages and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
And I think it's the best book to series like TV adaptation that I've seen in a while as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. You've watched the new season too?
Yeah, I watched them all.
Yeah.
And the last series, last one's not going to be a series, it's going to be a movie.
Yes, I heard that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be
So they've
great.
just wrapped that too. So that'll be out probably next year, I think.
Yeah, I think they've done a really good job in that series too with the intimacy scenes, just making them
Oh
all
yeah.
real and authentic. And I do think that's something like, within verticals sometimes that I'm like, they're getting a little more like forced,
Mm.
where I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where this is going, but I don't know. It's a weird spot to be in with some of those.
Um, I found a lot of people said that the intimacy scenes can actually be quite awkward.
Yeah, they can be. I think they'd be more awkward for me if I hadn't already done like Sex, Love, Venice. So that has a lot of intimacy in it, but it's also meaningful and beautiful. So I think after doing that, I was kind of it was like a band-aid taken off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've done intimacy now, so I'm not scared of anything. I think for me, it's opened that up to me. The intimacy scenes that I struggle with in verticals, especially with villain roles, is
Mm.
like the rape sort of like
Oh,
force
mm,
scene. And I've had to do a lot of those recently, and I don't enjoy doing those. So
mm,
I'm finding that balance because yeah, playing a villain and all that is fun, and but when they add those scenes in there, it's just sometimes I don't know how necessary that really is.
yeah. Yeah. And I think when doing those scenes, you have to just, before it all happens, make sure that she feels safe or he feels safe
Yeah.
before even attempting to do something like that.
Yeah. And just some of the things you have to say, during those
Mm,
two don't always they just don't feel great to say, you know what I mean? And so it anytime I have those days, I definitely have to like prepare myself and then just as soon as it's over, just go do something lighthearted, like watch Heartstopper. 'Cause,
yeah, the Heartstopper can make you feel better all the
yeah,
time.
I'm like it just makes you feel, icky.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you ground yourself besides watching Heartstopper after doing some really extreme roles?
Um, there's kind of a routine for me. So I will, like, as soon as I get home from set, I will take a very long, like, hot shower. And during that time, I don't think about the day at all. I don't think about tomorrow's lines, nothing. I just let that kind of be my meditation time, just
Yeah,
feeling the water, being present, feeling relaxed.
yeah.
Um, and then I think I always make sure to have something that I eat that I just like enjoy. Like it's yes, it's like I will get home and I'm like, okay, I want a brownie. Or like I just like I find like that
Oh,
one little like treat that gives me some joy
yeah.
to look forward to at the end of the day. And I find that really helps ground me too because it makes me excited about it sounds funny, but like I think finding those small things to look forward to, like for me it's
Mm,
like getting an iced coffee every day, like I look forward to that. it
yeah.
it helps me because it's like it's something that is attainable and fun because I think often it can be like on the vertical sets it's like there's this tall order of like so much to get done in one day that you never really feel like you've accomplished what you maybe wanted to accomplish. And I think having something small that's attainable, um, that is a goal, is always nice, and that balances me out a lot.
That's editing for me. Editing
Yeah.
is my one thing that keeps me grounded. Um, I've had so many people come up to me and say, "Well, why don't you do an editing course and, start getting paid to do these things?" I don't want to,
Mhm.
because then it takes the joy out of it.
Absolutely. I understand
So,
that.
I mean, everything I do is just for fun, just because I love it and it's a hobby. And I mean, if I'm having a stressful day, even though my kids are, on the scheme of things, really good kids, sometimes it can be a lot. Um,
Mhm.
so I just go to my room, put my headphones on, and do an edit, and that grounds me.
Yeah, that's your escape. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah,
That's well, that's a very, healthy. There are much worse things you could do. So that's a very
yes.
healthy.
Well, and the theater, but that costs money and lots of money.
Yeah. No, that's yeah, theater, it can be so expensive, I know.
It can, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
worth it.
And it's so fun to do it. Um, when you're on stage, there's really nothing like that instant gratification and instant connection that you have like with an audience that with
Yeah.
film and TV, it's what I love about it is it's out there forever, and but it's like you still miss that kind of sharing the experience with somebody, like everyone's watching it at different times, and um
Yeah.
in different mindsets, or some are watching it on their phone, or some are what there's something to be in a theater where like everybody is like sitting there having the same experience, and just the bonding that kind of happens, sharing those emotions with people around you, I think is special.
Mhm. I mean, when it comes to theater and movie, I'm like, as soon as I leave the theater, I'm like, oh no, like I have to buy another ticket to re-experience that again. Um, but as a movie, I can go, oh, I can just press play again, you know. Um, my first theater experience was Grease.
Greece, yeah.
Grease, and I think that's probably my favorite, but that's only because I think it was my first. Um, I hadn't even been to a concert in my life before this year, or last year. Um, and I have to admit, theatre is much more my thing than concerts.
Yeah.
But I've also seen Wicked, which
Mhm.
was amazing.
Great.
Hairspray, which I haven't actually seen the movie for that, so I went into that one not knowing what it was about at all.
Oh, come on. It's just like you can't help but smile and dance.
Yeah. I mean, Greece, I knew what to expect because I've seen the movie, I don't know how many times now. Um, Wicked was another experience because only part one's out in film. So I know how it ends now without watching the second half. But again, it'd be a different experience on film than on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll dive into a lot more detail than you have in the stage version, because you only have like 2 hours versus these 2 hour movies together.
Yes, yes. And then I saw Beauty and the Beast the other night where I messaged you and told you about that. Yeah. That was
That's
amazing.
Yeah, that's just the one of those magical Disney shows.
Yeah, that one made me cry.
Yeah, I really want to see Hercules. That's, I guess, in
Oh
London,
yeah.
right? And I love the music in that Disney movie, so I'm really curious to see it on stage.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah,
Zero to
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't got another theater booked yet, but I do have a concert booked. So I'm going to see Ed Sheeran.
Ooh, nice. That's some
Yeah,
nice
so that's end of the
music.
year, end of January next year. So
That's awesome. Well, I love
I
that
have to,
you're out there having fun.
yeah, I'm trying to stop being just a mum and
Yeah.
find my way back to being a person as well. So
You have to treat yourself to some fun things sometimes.
yes, when I can find a
I'm
babysitter to do so.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing because I have been so much about just my work, and
Mm,
um so easy in this business to just make it constant, because for example, like today I'll get like a request to make a self-tape audition for a vertical or something that's due literally, within 24 hours or less, and you're already, working. I'm filming on something else tomorrow, so then you get home, and then you've got to work on that, and then you've got to tape and then record, and then you have to memorize for your other thing, and so it's so easy to just constantly fill your brain with only that. So you've
yeah.
inspired me to
Mm,
balance there, because it's not worth giving away all the fun in your life.
yeah. Oh, well, I want to hear that you've been to a Hercules show.
Yes, yeah, for sure. I did late last night. I went to a friend's drag show, and those are really fun. I love a good drag show.
I need to go to one. they have them down at they do like drag bingo
Oh,
down near
cool.
me as well, which I haven't been yet because, babysitting and all that. I've got to find time and you have to book it and you just never know, you know,
I
schedules.
think I would love that.
Um,
It would be so much fun.
but I'm definitely going to go to one of those events one day. That'd be good.
Yeah. I love it because everyone's just there to have a great time and it's silly, fun, and a lot of laughs and the outfits are really
Mm.
cool and artistic. Like there's so much work that goes into what they do. I really respect
Yeah,
drag queen a lot, to be honest.
absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so before I go, is there anything else that you would like to say?
Also, to say, let me see what this new title is, and then I
Oh,
can.
yes, please.
um, it's because it was going to be called The World Belongs to Us, and then as of
Mhm.
today, the release is My Husband's Nephew is My Guilty Pleasure. That is just released today on Good Short, so I would love to hear, what anybody thinks about that. I play Patrick, who is a very over the top villain in that one. Like a lot of crazy scenarios. So it was a fun one for me to do.
That's good. I will definitely watch it and I will let you know when I have.
Yeah, perfect. It was great working with Good Short. Can't wait to do another one with them sometime. It was a lot of fun.
Hopefully a lead. A lead. We want a lead.
It's time.
Yep.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm due. Yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you for having this interview with me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me and just for being, aside from this, just a great friend and a great rock through this crazy industry and someone who's always positive and just somebody who just has that wonderful spirit in this cold world at times. So I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Daniel.
You're doing great. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Mm. You are too. You are too.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. All right. Well, I'll talk to you.
Bye.
Bye.